Okay, man, shout out to you, over 12,547 brothers rocking out with the channel. It means a lot, man. You guys are riders. So many of you guys been reaching out for me, man. Where you been at, Rona? You ain't drop a video in a week, man. I really appreciate that, man. Man, I deal with eviction court, had to deal with all this stuff, man. These women are not as strong, as independent as they put on. Man, the court was full of them. I had to deal with one, other people dealing with them. Man, let me tell you something, man. Winter is definitely here. But let's get into this situation. It kind of ties in. Brother Keith 31 sent me an email and he said, man, what qualities should I be looking for in Dominican women? Let me tell you something, man. This with any woman. I'm gonna tell you some qualities I look for, but this is anyone. I don't care where she at on the planet. First thing, I'm gonna tell you what my fairy crackhead godfather told me. His name was Pipe. Pipe told me one thing: like the women who like you. First of all, that's the first thing, because listen, man, if you like the woman more than she like you, man, sometimes that can lead down the wrong way. I done been married and I've had many different relationships, and if I found out what he was saying was real. When I put more into the relationship than the woman did, it usually ended bad. But I'm gonna tell you some qualities I like in the woman. But before you even do any of this, man, and we're gonna take it from the perspective of Dominican Republic, because that's what you probably asking about. So look, man, first, before you even come to the island looking for anybody, address your shit. Like, address the issues that you got going on with yourself mentally, man. Like, get these things straight, because if you come there weak in the game, man, people are gonna get it out of you. Like, what I mean, don't come to the island being all thirsty, man. Just have your fun, like I tell the guys. But I know men are looking for good relationships, so these are some values that I look for that can probably help you. And you say, where to find women? Man, I met the best women I met in the DR. I met in the banks, in the mall, Super Bravo, man. Like, a lot of the stores where you're gonna meet people, man, especially like I like that. I love that Piantini area, man, you know, because a lot of the women that's over there are professional. I done met some at the coffee shop, so you can meet good women, man. I have met excellent women in DR. So when people say, man, they all just prostitutes and they all, man, look, I done met a lot of them too, but they have plenty of good women. But the key thing is getting on your Spanish game, man. A lot of guys, they don't want to put forth the effort, man. And you know, you will never get nothing in life unless you work for it, man. Learn the freaking language. I make myself do stuff every day. Plus, I got a woman who speaks to me in Spanish every day, and she corrects me. So these things can go a long way. But these are the qualities I look for, man. I'm telling you, man, look for somebody who got shared traditional values, man. Does this woman even want to be a wife? Does she want to be a mother? These things were very important to me. These are things that I look for, man. Next thing, I look for women who are raised, this across the board, in a two-parent household. I will only deal with a woman if she was raised in a two-parent household. You could do whatever you want, but I'm telling you, I done went the wrong way because I'm telling you, how does she feel about her father? If a woman usually grew up in a traditional two-parent household, and she's going to be used to gender roles, she's going to be used to these things, man, and it can make your relationship a lot better. Look at how she look at her father, man. That's a given sign to me, man. Next thing, man, what kind of character does she have? How do other people in her little group see her, man? How does she carry herself, man? How does she dress, man? What is her values, man? If she one of them party girls, you gonna be calling me, talking about like that, like the brother hit me up. He hit me up, man. Can you know this sister, man? You know her, man? I don't know where she at, man. My girl like to party all the time. Party all the time. Party all the time. So I don't want you to go through that. You need to vet these women right. Make sure she's not for the streets, man. And this comes with you not being so thirsty, because sometimes, man, when you're thirsty, you can't see things, man. Like some of these women in Latin America, man, they're good, man. Man, think about it. Some of these chicks that you can meet on Tinder and stuff, they got some baddies on Tinder, man. They're gonna shock you because you're gonna be dealing with these Instagram model type chicks, and she gonna tell you, oh man, I want a relationship, and she tell you that. You go home, you send in money, she do the same thing to people coming. So you make sure you vet these women right, man. And this part of this things too, man. This is very important. I learned a lot from this. Look at a woman's social media, man. I gotta see your social media. Your social media is very important. Whether she in the United States, is she a attention 304 or not? These things matter, man. Look, I said this before in the video, man. I met this Dominican chick, man. She was cold-blooded. I think I had met her on Dominican Cupid. Man, the girl, woo. Her name Keisha. Keisha was thick. I'm talking about thick as I don't know what. And look, but here's the thing that I found out quick about Keisha. I started looking more and more at her social media. I found that Keisha was in them Airbnbs. I'm talking about almost all her pictures. She was in an Airbnb somewhere. I mean, expensive places. And I put two and two together, find out she for the streets, even though she told me she wasn't. So look, I had my fun with it because, I don't let the pork chop go to waste. But I started to walk away from that situation, man, because some of these chicks can be fake submissive. So that's the real thing, man. Next thing. And this kind of, I'm trying to explain this, man. Is she in her feminine nature? Does she dress classy? You're going to tell, man. I love a woman when she got her hair done, her nails done, looking good and carrying herself like a professional. What do she do for a living? Now look, smashing and dating, two different things. At least in my world. Listen, I only get into serious relationships with women who have a career. Because it's just safer, man. What is her end goal? What's the end game for her? What do she want out of life? These are the values you got to look for, man. The next thing, man, this is important too, what I learned with any woman, and it goes back to what Pipe say. Listen, how does she look at you? Let me tell you something, man. The woman I got now and the banker I had, they lived in two different regions of the island, one north and one in the capital. And listen to me, man. I knew those women loved me by how they looked at me. Every time they saw me, they had a smile. When I talked to them on the phone, they smiled. They looked at me like I was Superman. And that meant so much to me, man, because let me tell you something, man. When a woman really like you, ain't nothing she won't do for you, man. I was in the United States the other day, man, and I saw a woman and a man sleeping under the bridge together. And the woman was attractive, and I was like, man, what would make her do that? She can go do something else, but she loved that man. So when a woman love you, she's willing to do anything for you, man. That's why you see a lot of women in the little court like I was in, man. They're dealing with men they don't fell in love with that's inadequate. My only gripe with these women is this. Once you break up with the dude, don't come looking for a decent man, because the whole passport bro movement has destroyed that. Look, at first, a woman can go make a bunch of mistakes in the West, right? And there was always some simp dude there to save her. Like, I'm telling you, I saw it in my own family, saw it with a lot of different people. There was somebody there to catch her. Now, with the movement, nobody's there to catch them. These guys learning. They're going somewhere else to where to find their happiness, man. So you're seeing the things crashing, man. And I'm glad for it, because we can fix things like this. So next thing, look, and this is the last thing, man. You want to find a woman who will bring you peace, man. And it's bigger than sex. It's bigger than that. You want to find somebody you're around and you're happy, because that's what this whole thing is about, man. You don't want women bringing you heartache and pain. You want people bringing asset to your life, man. So these are values you should look for in any woman, not just a Dominican woman. But man, I promise you can find that in the DR or anywhere else, man. Watch who you listen to with that. People speak a lot of doom and gloom because they had bad problems. But it all depends on how you handle your business, how you vet the people. There's certain things, man. I hadn't had any problems in the DR. I had some funny situations, but I always found it easy to meet women in the DR or in Mexico or wherever I'm at because of the kind of person I am. And I'm telling you, Keith, man, you won't have any problems, man. Just take your time and things will go good, man. So shout out to all you guys, man. Look, join our Facebook group, the Blue Book Passport Cartel. We are growing. I'm all about brotherhood, man. We need more. We got to bring fun back to the community, man. Listen, one thing I hate about the manosphere, and I love the manosphere, but the dudes started turning on each other, man. You can see, I say this in a different video, man. We don't want that to happen in the passport community, man. Let's work together. We don't all have to agree. Everybody move different, but let's keep the focus on getting off the plantation and being liberated, not hating on one another, man. So I'm out, man. Thank you guys for rocking out with the channel. Peace.